always get the combination of this kind of real academic seriousness and this graciousness and openness and generosity all in the same person, but you do with her.
I think in a world that's increasingly transactional, I think that Shuly really is masterful at the relational, at understanding that each person is unique and special.
Shuly is a leader of caring and compassion and clarity.
She gives everyone space to be who they are.
She shows up completely and fully for every single person she talks to, whether an alumnus or a donor or a synagogue leader, and I think that makes her very special.
She was, for a good number of years, the dean of our undergraduate college, and she knows every single one of those students to this day.
She has generations of students who are endlessly loyal to her because she was a great dean for them.
I spent a lot of time in the bursar's office trying to figure out my tuition bills. And I went to talk to Shuly, who will always be Dean Schwartz to me, and she helped make it financially feasible for me. She used funds from her dean's undergraduate fund to be able to allow me to pursue my dream. It's why I support her fund every year since I've graduated.
I came out of the closet in 1998 at JTS, and it was a hard moment. And I wanted and needed to take a leave of absence from school. And Dean Schwartz at the time was literally the only person who supported me in that decision. That's the reason why I'm still involved with JTS. She set my whole life on a course correction.
I got married to a fellow JTS graduate. Shuly's signature is on our ketubah, and all of the lessons that she taught me as a leader and as a mentor are forever within me as I carry on my career in Jewish education.
She has a sense of an ayin tova, of a good eye, and she can see the potential that's within people, and she nourishes that potential and helps them achieve their greatest goals.
That question in the late 90s. What does that mean to have it all? Can we work? Can we have a family if we want one? And Shuly represented, yes, we can. We can fully succeed in all different facets of our life. And I thank her for paving the way.
Shuly is a first-rate scholar of American Jewish life, and she wrote a book, a path-breaking book about the Rebbitzin, which was the wife of a rabbi.
She showcased them as significant people in the passing on of a Jewish civilization. She knows within her soul that this is part of her lifelong mission, to make sure that the transmission of culture takes place.
Shuly is a scholar, and I look at this kind of life of balance and of seriousness in so many arenas. And I take it as an inspiration for me in terms of my own desire to be a very serious scholar, to be a mother who's able to show up for my children, and also to contribute to the vital public issues of our time.
Shuly has always been there when we've been supporting Israel and mobilizing as a community. Most recently, when we needed to support bringing the hostages home, we went to rallies together. And a few years ago, we traveled together to Washington, D.C. for the big rally on the National Mall.
I was so proud to see when Shuly became named Chancellor, because I know the effect that she can have in creating positive community, positive culture.
In the years that she served, particularly as Chancellor, she made us feel that we were on track. She had a strategic plan. She knew where we were going.
I think Shuly's really motivated by the development and continued growth of JTS and all that means. She treats this work as vital to Jewish peoplehood, to American civil life.
I think her love of this institution, her understanding of its importance, has always guided her. And that is actually a superpower, that kind of clarity.
She was our advocate. She fought to make sure that the academic programs and that the library in service of those programs would be the best that it could be. We've been able, for example, to have one of the greatest exhibitions of rare Judaica ever held in the fall of 2025. That is a fulfillment of her vision of broadening what JTS stands for and the audiences with which we communicate.
Shuly has also spent a career building bridges between and strengthening those relationships among partners in our Morningside Heights academic community. So our partners at Columbia University, at Barnard College, at Union Theological Seminary.
Shuly approached me and we discussed perhaps that we could teach together. We put together a course called Women Transforming Religion and Society. I think whatever gets us out of our own small base of work to engage with those who are other in some way, I think that's to be highly valued.
One of the things Shuly has taught me is persistence, that you can be socked with unimaginable sorrow and somehow find your way through.
Sadly, one of the ways Shuly and I have bonded over the year is we both have experienced significant loss. So I think that explains a lot of who Shuly is and why Shuly approaches life and work the way she does.
She was there not just as a supervisor, but as a support, and that I could be upfront about what I'm going through, and that she, because of her own personal stories, could relate to how difficult it is to balance personal and professional lives.
When my beloved father passed away, she checked in with me after, I returned to campus, and I remember her telling me, Sarah, be kind to yourself. I understood why she said that to me, and I realized I really needed to hear that.
Her ability to just be present and be somebody who sees a brighter future, not just for JTS, but for every student, for every faculty, for every staff person that she talks to.
She makes me proud to be a graduate of JTS and somebody who has JTS on my resume.
Every time that we get together, people have an opportunity to share Shuly's stories. And it's this web of influence. And we realize that we are scattered throughout the Jewish world, but what connects us is Shuly and JTS.
There's no way I would be where I am now without Shuly's mentorship.
I have a home that I can go to, meaning JTS, and that was because of Shuly.
Dean Schwartz helped me feel like I was exactly where I belonged.